Hey everyone, welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. In today's episode, we're going to be studying a piece by the established multidisciplinary artist known as Yuri Mo. And in this episode, we're going to be looking at this incredible crystalline charm. We're also going to explore the scenes of a still life as well as the concept of a coffee break. So let's jump right into it. So whenever you first see this work, we're struck by the incredible light of this composition. Your first impression is likely one of awe due to the crystalline charm in the work before us here. And so whenever you first see this work, you're likely going to notice two main things. That is the impact of light and placement in space. Of course, we see the majority of elements and subjects are placed pretty much in the perfect center here. Furthermore, we see this reinforced by a dark and light accent. Of course, that extremely light background allows that to define form to the highest degree possible. Another thing you may notice is the impact of texture here. Of course, we have the translucent, the rigid, both of which immerse us within the scene so well. Another thing we see here, of course, is a diverse range of color, an incredible amount of tones within the composition. We see an incredible blue, we see even pink, green, gold, yellow, red, so many colors within the work before us. These really invigorate the composition, and it's just second to none. We'd love to see that. And due to the nature of the kind of crystalline forms that we see in the canvas before us here, we feel this ethereal charm or this sense of magic, if you will. Of course, that is due to their nature as catalysts of light. So even the smallest degree of light is going to be intensified to an incredible and immense degree. I think that's incredibly important here. So within this work, we see what is called a still life. Really, for thousands of years now, especially the past few hundred years, we've seen ordinary objects placed within a still life. I actually have some additional pieces from this collection. I'm going to bring that in real quick and see what we can learn. Alright, so I brought in two additional pieces from this exact collection here, and of course in all three works you see the element of the still life. Things like fruit, ordinary objects such as glass, simple things are placed within the composition, but we see these incredibly vibrant light studies, right? And so to date, what I find this most reminiscent of is the Dutch still life. This really gives the artist an incredible opportunity to explore elements of form, the impact of light, so many different things that are inherent within the still life. And of course, all three instances here, we see just ordinary objects elevated to the highest degree possible, and it's just stunning in every sense of the word. We absolutely love to see it. So one of the things I found so interesting here is how the artist can take such ordinary objects such as a cup or a pitcher and elevate them to show them in a whole new light. I absolutely love to see that here. And of course, the nature of a still life, you can assemble them exactly how you want them, kind of reminiscent of the digital render, if you will. We're going to talk a bit deeper about that here in a second, but the title of this work is Coffee Break, so that no doubt gives us a hint of what we're looking at here. Of course, it does feel like a light study in many different ways, but the title as coffee break kind of incites us to explore that a bit further. A coffee break or a tea break, you might be sitting down with someone else or even alone to relax, reflect, and recharge while you enjoy some tea or some coffee, and I think we certainly see that here. Although the composition doesn't feel very tranquil, of course, these incredibly intense degrees of light, we can't help but note that sense of the coffee break. I absolutely love to do that, sit back, reflect, recharge, and then come back to it with a whole new energy. So really love this work here. Whenever I was looking at this work, I was asking myself, is this a simple light study, or could someone take this as a kind of complex contribution to conceptual design? I think that's a pretty interesting question. But at the end of the day, I think this is just a simple light study. We see an incredible impact of that. It's just second to none, and it's ethereal in every sense of the word. And so really hope y'all enjoyed today. And I want to ask y'all, what do y'all see when you view this piece, or how do you feel when you view this piece? I think I give some pretty good insights about this piece. So the work before us here, of course, Coffee Break, is actually available as a one-of-one for a 0.8 Ether reserve price within the foundation art market upon the Ethereum blockchain. So if y'all want to support the artist directly, it's going to be the best place to do so. There is no doubt about that. And so the work before us is a digital render, so it's created with a digital rendering program. That program is going to be Blender using the Octane render engine. So we see the incredible results of that program and that kind of assisting engine. So it's just stunning in every sense of the word. If you want to get into the world of 3D art, I would certainly suggest Blender. It is an incredible program. Everyone from amateurs to professionals are using this program to create their work. So like I said, if you want to get into the world of 3D art, I would certainly suggest it. But yeah, I really hope y'all enjoyed today. We talked about so many different things, from the impact of such diverse colors all the way to the crystalline magic of this composition, to the still life and a bit of history upon that, even the existence of this piece as a one-of-one NFT upon the Ethereum blockchain. I truly hope y'all enjoyed today. If y'all enjoyed today's episode, go check out the original artist Yuri Mo doing some amazing stuff in multiple different mediums, including the digital render. So, like I said, if y'all enjoyed today's episode, go check out the original artist. My name is Apollo. This was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.